I'm always saying that if you want to create a better life for yourself, you need to control your thoughts. So today I'll bring some proof about this on this channel, and I'll talk about some scientific experiments that show how much power the mind has over matter. Everything that I will mention today I'll write below, so if you need, you can do some further research later. I'll start recommending 2 videos for you to watch later, and I'll leave the link as well. One of them is about the double slit experiment that shows how the observer or consciousness affects the way the electron behaves, and the second one is based on this one that talks about the simulation hypothesis and how our minds and thoughts can create our reality. If you watch the double slit experiment, you'll see that if the electron is not observed, it behaves like a wave of probability, and if you look at it, it will collapse and behave like a particle. The first experiment I'll talk about was made by Radin, and he wanted to figure out if you could make the electron collapse from a wave into a particle without looking at it, just by thought alone. To do that, he got a room and shielded from any kind of physical vibrations or electromagnetic influences and brought in people. Some of them were used to meditate, others were not. He also used a machine to measure the brain activity and see how much focus and concentration people were having. And what he found out was the level of impact on the electron behavior was proportional to the degree of focus and concentration people were having. The second experiment I'll mention is called the Intention Project, and it was done by Lynne McTaggart. They have a lot of projects to measure scientifically the power of intentions, and actually you can participate on them if you want. The website is www.theintentionproject.com. In one of their past experiments, they had 4 plants so they could compare the results, and they asked people in different locations to send thoughts for one of them specifically to grow. And what happened is this one grew twice faster than the other ones. Besides the power of intention, you can also see through this experiment that distance is not a problem. Dr. William Tiller made a controlled experiment with advanced meditators to change the water pH using only their minds, and they did it by 1.5 units. He also realized that the room got imprinted or conditioned by the intentions, because even after the experiment was over, whatever water he was placing in there was getting altered. Both Lynne McTaggart and William Tiller say that the power of intention is not limited by time and space, which is compatible with what quantum physics observes in the quantum entanglement. The Global Consciousness Project is also very interesting. They started in 1998, and nowadays they have over 70 random number generators spread all over the world. As the name says, these machines are supposed to generate randomly zeros and ones, but they observed that when something major happens globally, these machines get affected and the numbers don't look random at all. Interesting to see that being registered, and that made me wonder what is the impact collective consciousness has on all of us. The last one I'll mention today, personally, it is my favorite. It's called the Lebanon Peace Project. It was done in 1983 in Jerusalem. They gave the task to some meditators to meditate for peace in specific days and time to see if they could cause a radiant positive effect on society. They registered in both Lebanon and Israel a decrease of up to 76% in war death. Plus, some other numbers went down as well, like accidents, crimes, fires, and terrorism. This experiment was repeated 7 times during 2 years, between 1983 and 85, when Lebanon and Israel were on war, and all of them presented very similar results, decrease of up to 76% war death. That's quite an impressive number, isn't it? If you want to test these theories, there is an experiment that you can do by yourself at home, either with cooked rice or plants. You get some cooked rice and split in 2 jars. One of them you label positively, the other one negatively. Every day during 30 days, you'll talk to them according to their labels for a few minutes. This one, you'll say nice and beautiful things, and this one, just be nasty. If everything goes well and you really project your emotions into them, you'll see after a month they will spoil in a different way. This one is supposed to be lighter in scent and color, and this one is supposed to be darker and have a much stronger smell. Our minds have so many powers, and we are not even aware of what it's capable of, and these experiments have just started to explore them. So please mind your thoughts. They have consequences not only in your life but also in the way your physical body functions. The same way as you have to exercise your physical body if you want more quality of life, you need to do some mental training as well, and meditation is great for that. So to help you out, on my next video I'll be talking about it, what it is, what is not, myths and misconceptions, and how you can do it by yourself. If you want to watch it, stay tuned on this channel. If you didn't subscribe yet, please consider to do so. The more this channel grows, the more the videos will spread and help other people. I cannot do it alone. I need your participation to make it happen. I hope today's video has helped you somehow. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.